God can fix it. He can heal you. Even now, He is the one. You're my everything. My everything. Come on, say it. You are. You are. You're my everything. My everything. You are. You're my everything. My everything. You are. You are. You're my everything. My everything. Come on, if you came to magnify the name of the Lord, I want you to lift your hands right now. Shout unto the Lord. Give him a mighty praise tonight, because we're singing about the goodness of our Lord. There is no one like you. There is none beside you. Lord, we lift our hands to give your name all the praise. Say, there is no one like you. Come on, say, there is none beside you. Lord, we lift our hands to give your name all the praise.
We're good?
Okay,
How
good.
y'all,
How's it going,
how
Brother
y'all
AJ?
doing?
Good. How are you?
It's
We're
been a
good,
long
man.
time.
It has.
It
It has
has been.
really been
Almost
a
a
long
full
time.
year.
It's been like what, last year, August, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Yeah, man. But how's everything going with you?
7 months.
Everything is great, brother. Like after this, I gotta go to a district practice rehearsal. Actually,
Okay. Cool, man.
Nice.
yeah, I was
What?
talking to Pastor Diego the other day about if we could have y'all again. I don't know.
Hey, man. We'll see what happens,
After that
I
man.
know.
encounter last year, I said we gotta do it. There's no way.
Praise God, man. It truly was an honor to be there. Man, just all the awesome reports that we heard
Yes.
afterwards.
Yeah.
And really being able to play with you guys. You guys are so talented, so gifted, and it really made it a joy to work with y'all. Ministry is always better when we're having a good time, and when we're able to just have a good time in the Holy Ghost and allow God to do what He has to do. It's great, man. So it was a pleasure, and hopefully we get to do it again soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
First, most definitely. So I want to welcome everybody to episode 19 of James Music Talk. And with me are very special people. These are people that I respect in this music industry. These are people that I've grown to discover. This
Yeah.
actually, these are people that I happily worked with before. None other than the ones, Brother Jeremy and Sister Samone Doyley. How y'all doing today?
It's an honor. It's an honor, man.
Definitely.
What episode did you say this was?
Number
19.
19, sir.
Woo!
I started this last year in May.
Awesome. Well, I'm happy we made the cut.
Andrew McKinney was my first one, actually.
Wow.
That's awesome, man. I love it. Andrew, he's a cool
Yeah,
guy.
I knew that guy since I was a baby.
Oh, wow. So he had to
Yeah,
jump on it.
yeah, I knew
Awesome.
it. So let's take it back to the beginning. So I want to know, when did music start for you guys? Like, when did y'all discover music?
Like in terms of our
In general.
band or just in
Like,
general?
how? All right, how do I phrase this? Like, how did y'all find love and that interest for music?
Mm, okay. For me, I will say I've been heavily involved in music since I could probably talk. Um, Growing up in church, my grandfather was the pastor. My mother was like over the music. It was just one of those things where I was almost like born to do it in a sense. But the love of music, the love for music, the love to minister through music, all of that didn't really start to come into fruition for me. I want to say until my early 20s.
Mm,
So, although I was blessed with the gift of singing, it wasn't something that I liked to do. Like, I didn't like for people to know that I could sing because I knew once they found out that I could sing, then they would want me to sing. And it just
mhm,
wasn't something that I took joy in at the time. But what I will say that made the difference was having a genuine relationship with God and realizing that the gifts and the talents that He blesses us with, not only are they used to minister to others, but they're also used to draw us closer to Him. Through just the realization of how He made you and, why He gave you the gift that He gave you. So for anybody that might be wondering in that avenue of music, you have the gifting, you have the talent, but you just don't have the passion. I would say to go back into your prayer closet and ask God for direction and just for Him to reveal His plan. Because for me, I fell in love with the gift and the talent through knowing His plan for my life, through knowing, okay, I'm not just here to sound pretty, but I'm more so here to minister, to help shift the atmosphere, to break change, and to prophesy through singing, just allowing the Spirit of God to have His way. So that's how it happened for me. So early 20s, relationship with God, and just Him revealing it through, prayer time and just one-on-one time. So,
Yeah. No, I love that. I think the way that you broke that down, Dave, was awesome because, for myself, I found singing at an early age as well. I would sing even in school in my school choirs and things of that sort. But when singing became worship for me,
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
that's when the love for it really switched. I was heavily involved in singing in my school, like I mentioned. When I was in seventh grade, there's this country secular artist named Kenny Rogers. You may not even know who he is. He's like way like past your time. He's like up there with like Dolly Parton. I don't know if you heard of Dolly Parton. He kind of sang in her era, and I had an opportunity to sing with him in a Christmas concert. That was pretty cool. And then even throughout middle school and high school, I got to sing in our school's, we called it the All-State Choir. So it was really people from all over the state of Florida. You'd have to kind of audition for it, I guess you could say, but you had to know how to read sheet music. You had to like do a singing audition, the whole nine, and they chose like the top, I think, 100 or 150 people out of the state in your grade to go sing part of the choir. So for me, at a young age, it was just cool being able to sing and travel in that regard. But the love and the passion really came about when I started singing, as understanding that singing is a form of worship, and my worship unto God could be shown through the gifting that He gave me and the ability to sing. So, man, when I really started understanding that worship really is a connecting point for me and God to commune together, it just was something that I loved doing. No matter where I was, whether I was in the car, was at home, around friends, I would
Yeah.
just sing wherever. So, yeah, man, I would say for me that came about. My second year of high school when I really fell in love with singing and worship. And ever since then, man, it's just been a part of my DNA. So,
That's inspirational, guys. Like, if I was to share my story of how I started, I would say 7 years old.
Yeah.
7-year-old me, I used to be a drummer. 7-year-old me, I used to be a drummer, and I would say when I reached 13, 14, I went over to play the keyboard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 13, 14, and ever since then, I've grew love for it ever since.
That's
So
amazing.
music for me has always been around, and
Yeah.
especially growing in a musical home. Like my mom's a minister in church; she sings. My sister, well, y'all know,
Yeah.
my sister.
Yeah. Amen.
My dad plays the bass and all that stuff. So growing up in the musical
man,
community, that's where my root of music came from. Also, growing into it and discovering a whole lot of other artists, such as you guys as well. Since which brings me to my next point. I want to talk about called a little bit. So
Called.
I
Okay. Yeah.
wanna I wanna know, like, what was the process of, how did Bishop reach out to y'all about
That's fun.
the whole conference?
well, as you know, I believe there was someone else that was already lined up to be there with y'all, and something happened. It fell through. They couldn't make it, and Bishop Diego actually got our information from Brother Kenneth Stewart. I don't know if you know who Kenneth Stewart
Yeah,
is.
Kim.
He is the director of promotions for North American Missions. He's known us, he's seen us sing and minister before. And they got in contact. And through that, Brother Diego, expressed, hey, we're looking for a worship leader. And Brother Stewart actually recommended us.
Yeah.
And, so Brother Diego reached out. I mean, man, it was probably like 2 weeks before the event.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was like crunch time, right? So he reached out and, I got the text, about the dates. I was actually in Bible study at the time, so I couldn't respond right away. And when we got out of Bible study, I was in the car with Simone and I'm like, hey, Pastor Diaz reached out. At the time, we didn't really know too much about him. And he wants us to come to New Jersey. I'm like, I know it's a couple weeks out, but I don't know if this is going to happen because our calendar had been booked
Mhm.
for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We had an event happening, like we had like 2 weeks prior, and then after that we had 4 weeks of things happening that we had to do. So I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's just check the calendar and see if it'll work out. We checked the calendar and there was literally one open weekend,
Yeah.
Wow.
and it happened to be the same weekend as called. So like for us, that was kind of just confirmation. Like I think we really need to be
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
and we really didn't know what to expect, but it was just an awesome
No.
experience when we got there.
Yeah. It was amazing. Um, just the people in general, like we have a heart for people. My husband is definitely the extrovert in the relationship. I'm the introvert, so
Oh
we kind of
Lord.
like we play through that, through that through our characteristics in that regard. But just when we got there, like Pastor Diego is amazing. He's so kind.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Picked
Bishop.
us up from the airport. He has like the brightest, sweetest spirit. He's just so hospitable and loving. So from the time we touched down into New Jersey to our first practice. So meeting all of you and, getting to the church, everybody had such sweet smiles and just were very open and warm and welcoming to us, considering, we're not huge named, people. We don't feel, so just the fact that they didn't know us, but were so open to knowing us was definitely like the icing on the cake for us. They were also very trusting. It fell in us as well to be the worship leaders for this conference for this time being. So although it was short notice, I feel like we already knew each other, if that makes sense. Like we were just coming back to a place that we've already been and we're just all reconnecting. Like that's just how it felt. It felt very familial. Like,
Yeah,
we're just one happy family and we're just here to worship God together. So, from that practice down to the actual conference, like everything was just really just spot on. Like it couldn't have gone, to me, it couldn't have gone any better. So, but I won't go into too much detail because I don't know if you have questions for that, but yeah,
yeah. No, it was definitely just a God thing,
yeah,
being able to be there, and man, being able to connect with
yeah,
you and your sister. You guys are awesome, man.
yes,
Like I love all the things that I'm seeing that y'all are doing. Obviously, she's a phenomenal singer. You're a
yes,
phenomenal musician, and I know you're getting ready to come out with something.
yes,
So
some heat.
we're ready for that, man. That's gonna be awesome. I love you
Listen,
guys.
I get the inspiration from y'all. That's really what I got to say about that. But if I
That's
was to share
awesome.
my own experience with called and everything, like, all right, I'm gonna be honest. I knew who y'all were, but I wasn't like familiar with like y'all names and stuff. I knew who y'all
Gotcha.
were before, because the moment I saw y'all, I was like, I know them. I said I know them, but I can't. I said I can't
I
figure
can't
out what
put
it
it
is.
like,
I said
yeah,
I know them. I said I feel like I've seen them in video, either in conference videos or something. I've seen them.
hmm,
Like I was trying to put the pictures together, but I was like, okay, it's probably just me. And then
yeah,
until like I think Sister Simone was showing us the Instagram in the back, then I was like, oh, it's them. I said, oh, it's them. I said, oh, it's them.
That's funny.
And then and then I remember. I watched one conference video. I think Brother Jeremy was in it. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think Brother Jeremy was in that conference video. And then the Brian Pound recording, I saw Sister Simone in that too. So now I was like, hold on. I'm like, these two. I'm like, I'm trying to put it together. I'm like, so she sang with Brian Pound and you sang at General Conference. And I'm like, I said, there's no way. There's no way. But really, the experience overall, it was very
Yes.
it was very fun. The process of it was fun.
Yeah.
Got to meet y'all, of course. I got y'all on my vlog too. That's another good thing.
Yes.
If y'all want to watch it, y'all can see it in my YouTube. But most definitely,
Yeah, go check that out.
yeah,
His vlog is
yeah,
lit.
yeah.
It's
You
awesome.
already heard what he said in the video that I was gonna get all the footage. I really did get all the footage,
Yeah,
but the process of this was really fun, and I had fun. I had fun ministering with you guys, though. It
yeah.
was
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it was
it was great.
really fun.
It was a
It
good
was
time.
It was a
awesome.
very fun experience. So what kind of encounter did y'all expect from the conference, and what did y'all feel from it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely go and answer that. The encounter for me was really pivotal and it was very impactful because we actually attend a NAM church.
Mm,
And if you know anything about Called is a conference for church planners. It's the Next Town Called is really
mhm,
what it is. The Next Town Called. And I was able to do some research kind of on New Jersey, and I realized that there really was a huge need for churches to be planted in New Jersey. When I kind of saw the work that Pastor Diego was doing, it really inspired me because we come from a church, like I mentioned, that is a new work.
Yeah.
We came out of our mother church that, my wife has been there for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So when we started, in the church that we are now, all of it was new. Like we understood the work that went into it. So being able to go to this conference and connect with other church planners or soon to be church planners was really huge for us because we have a heart for church planners as well. So the experience was like none other. We felt like although we were there to sing, we really understood our assignment was to minister to those people that have a burden, that are there week in, week out, trying to plant in that city that they're in, and maybe feeling discouraged, maybe feeling, is what I'm doing making a difference or an impact? And I believe we're able to shine some light, to those people that were, they're there every Sunday grinding it out, trying to see souls saved. So it was more than just a conference for us. It
mhm.
was an opportunity for us to shine our light. The Bible says to let your light so shine
Right.
before men so
Mhm.
they may see your good work and glorify the Father which is in heaven. That was our assignment, to make sure that we shined our light to those people that were there, those pastors, those soon to be pastors, and give them hope that what they're doing is making an impact in their city. So
Yeah.
that's what it was
Yeah.
for me. I'm sure it was for you as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah. I agree 100%. It was definitely nice to be able to pour out what we had already, received or been receiving, considering that we are from a church plant here in Florida, just being able to go out and minister and encourage and strengthen other church planners in different states. Um, just let them know, hey, you're doing a good work. Like God sees, we're here. We want to empower you. We want to equip you. We want to help you as much as possible to ensure that you are successful. And that was really, a genuine impact that I feel I had from this conference, and also just being able to, again, connect with the great people that were doing music that we got to connect with. Like, I feel like we have almost lifelong friends in a sense. With you all because I just feel like once you kind of get in the battlefield of music and you're working through
Oh yeah.
things, you're grinding it out, you're trying to figure out, okay, well, what sounds good here and what's my part here? How do we all come together as one to make this sound and to create this moment or this atmosphere of worship? Like, you're locked in for life at that point. So you know, the impact was great spiritually and just naturally. It was amazing to be able to again connect and
Hi. So
Oh,
fun to see you guys.
good to see you.
Good
Why
to
weren't you
see
in the
you.
podcast? Why weren't you in the show?
I just finished eating my dinner.
Oh man. Actually, we're about to
Yeah.
do
We're
that
about to
too.
go eat
We're about to do
food.
that too. But it's
But
good
how
seeing
is
you, girl.
everything?
We're
Great.
good. We're good.
That's
We're
great.
blessed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
gosh, it's so good to see you.
I love the pop in. I
I
love it.
know.
You
Yeah.
guys
I'm
made that
good.
the thumbnail.
Yeah, just have to pop in and say hi real quick.
Yes.
There you go.
But yeah, it was amazing. We
Most
we loved
definitely.
all.
The encounter I felt was very powerful. Other than the powerful voices, the encounter that I felt was very life changing.
Yeah.
Especially for planting churches in our district nowadays. I feel like God was really, really calling people to like grow in this town and just do His work. So
Yeah.
I'm very glad that He called you guys to come and show us that in the light that Brother Jeremy just said, in the light.
Mhm.
And being able to work with y'all was just, without a doubt, was just amazing, incredible. My
Amen.
sister can say a lot of things. I don't really talk much, but my sister can say a lot. But for this, I really got to say, like, it was an honor to work with y'all. No doubt,
Oh,
it was really.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
thank you.
It was an honor for us.
Yeah, it was.
Genuinely.
You guys are
Yeah.
just, you don't understand how blessed you
Truly.
are to be where you are. And I just want to encourage you, man. Just keep doing what you're doing and don't lose don't lose your motivation. Just keep doing all the things that you're doing in your church. Stay where you're planted. Man, I'm telling you, like, I know you have so much to give to the world and you have so much to give to your city, man, and just stay where you're planted. I just feel that in my spirit. Stay where you're planted, and allow God to really cultivate the gift that's inside of
Yeah.
you. Stay humble, keep that attitude, that heart of worship
Yes.
that makes the difference. It's not always about how talented you are, but it's about how God could use you in your talent.
Amen.
So, yeah, man. Just stay on the course you're on, man. God's got some awesome things in store for you and your sister.
Yes.
All right. So
Amen.
remember.
Most definitely.
I'm sorry. Like, I miss you guys. Y'all need to come back, though. Y'all need to come back.
That's why you should have been on the show.
We missed you.
Yes, I was
Should have
talking
been
to
here.
Brother Diego the other day. Yes, it's happening. It's happening, guys.
Hey,
Oh yeah, Brother
hey,
Diego. I forgot to tell you, Brother Diego said he can't wait.
hey,
I forgot to-
hey,
that that literally slipped my mind. I'm glad I'm really just.
Wait, and one last thing. I
hey,
was
hey,
watching the
hey,
music
don't
video
let the
with.
cat out of the bag yet. Don't let the cat out of the bag.
But I was watching the music video with Brian Pound and Simone. You ate that. You ate down. No, I told you. Like when I was watching it, I was like, I know her. I was like, girl, you better put the wrist. You better go like, yeah.
Thank you,
And yeah,
girl.
but you ate that. You did
Thank
good.
you.
And then I saw Jeremy in the back. I screenshotted it. Yeah, you were up there
Yeah.
videoing her. I was like, supportive husband. Period.
Yes,
Okay.
always,
Yes.
always.
The phone like this. Recording.
Yes.
I know that.
What was that? What was that? The album. I was about to talk about that. The single that y'all already do want. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this
That
single.
little man.
I love this single
So
that y'all dropped. Is that Jackson?
Yeah.
that's Jax.
Say hi.
Say hi, Jackson.
Hey,
Hi Jackson.
Jackson.
You didn't go last time, but this is
He's so
Jackson.
cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've I've only seen him in pictures.
He's adorable.
He looks just like them too.
Of course, that's
He looks just like them. There's no doubt that that's not their mother and father's child. There's no doubt.
All right, Jackson. Hey, go back.
Go get the iPad.
All right.
Hurry. Hurry. Go.
So yeah, so the single "You Are," man,
Okay.
that was a special song for us. But it's funny because we always talk about it. It kind of started as a joke. We were coming up with the song, and we're like, just musically, it kind of started as a joke. But man, after a while, we're like, no, I think we actually have something here, and it's just so cool what it's kind of blossomed into and turned into. The song says, you are the source of my strength, the Lion of Judah, the King of my heart." we actually have some merch, and I wish I had it with me. I could have shown you.
I
We
need
have
to
some merch that
buy y'all
says,
merch, man. Oh
yes,
my god.
yeah. So we got some cool stuff. I'll share it with you. Maybe I'll send y'all something. But man, we're so excited about what God has done with that song. Um, and I know time is going, but we do have another song. I'm gonna give you guys like a first take here, sneak peek. We do have another song that's gonna drop, and I'm not gonna tell you when, but we're working on it. But it's called "Bring You Through."
Mm.
Oh my goodness, like that song is like our heartbeat right now. It's gonna be awesome. So just be on the lookout for that.
Most,
Just be on the
most
lookout for
definitely.
this song.
I know
Yeah.
I
If I was then if I was to talk about the album that you
Uh-huh.
released, I remember it. I think it was last year. Yes, last year. You messaged me the other time last year saying you want me to do a cover on it. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, you told me you wanted to do a cover on it, and I was thinking
Yes.
like, all right, so this is their single we're talking about, and I want to make it like big. I want to make it mean something. So then I was like,
Hmm.
so it's either I do one singular video, like me just playing piano alone, or I could play multiple parts where I'm playing piano, organ, or a whole bunch of sounds.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Because it's them, I'm gonna go the extra mile for these people. I said, you know what? Because it's them. So I just played a whole bunch of three different parts. I played about piano, organ, and synth lead. And
Mm.
Yo.
brother, and I think y'all saw it too, brother. I had fun with
Yes.
that song.
Yo,
I had fun with
listen.
that.
All you guys that are watching, all you guys that are gonna rewatch this. This guy, brother AJ, is so talented.
Talented.
Yes, he
You
is.
gotta go and watch some of his videos. I'm telling you,
Very.
he's next level. If you need a musician, let me not put you out there. But yes, this is your guy. He's your guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, thank you. That was so cool, bro. What you did. We're so honored that you took the time out. And like you said, you didn't just give us the bare minimum. You went above and beyond. So
I,
we
t-
appreciate
I
that, man.
literally told myself like this is my fam. I gotta go the extra mile for them. I can't just do like one singular video. I
They came
said I can't do
for
that.
us.
What I was going to
Yes.
do, I was planning on having Amber's voice too, but I said nah. I'm gonna just have y'all voice.
What?
I'm done. I'm gonna just have y'all voice.
I see how he's doing me. Like the disrespect is real.
I'm
I
not.
see
Oh
how
I'm
it
my
not.
is.
God.
I'm not. This next time. You see the next single they about to put out. I'll have your voice next
I'll
time.
try to. I'll
That's
try to
right.
do Simone's voice. I'll try.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, but
I
I got a
don't
question. I got a question
can't
for
wait.
y'all. When are y'all coming to Florida?
listen.
Wait.
Listen.
We're actually coming in May, though. We're actually coming in May.
Really?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
remember now. Yes, we are.
What's
Yeah.
happening
Our cousin
in
is
May?
graduating.
Yes, we are. I remember.
Who?
Our cousin is graduating in May, and it's gonna be down in Florida. So I was talking to my dad if we could come down to y'all side and come and visit.
Yeah.
And you know, my dad has no
Where
problem,
is your
especially
cousin
when it comes to
graduating from?
music. My dad has no problem.
Because I told my dad about you guys, and they love you guys already.
No,
I
when I
Oh,
love
showed
it.
my dad the
that's really
picture,
nice.
when I showed my
What
dad the picture, he just noticed y'all in a second.
You're
Yeah,
like,
Oh
and,
wow.
what
and then the
area
moment,
are you guys going to for the graduation?
which area?
I have no idea. Mom did not tell me yet.
I'd have to find out the area. Hopefully, it's not too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what day it is, and well, hopefully we're in town. But if we are,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
do something. Y'all can come
but
over.
we got to work on something.
Yeah,
Most
but
music wise, we got to work
we
on
can
something.
We'll
definitely
be on the single one day. Don't
work on
worry.
something while
I
y'all are
love those
here.
music sheds I'll be doing
Uh,
in the house. I
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. We
Oh
could we
yeah.
could do
I
something
Worship. Yeah.
because
like
we're
that.
actually, man. I wonder. We're doing a night of worship at a church like an hour away from here in May. Um,
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it's the same weekend y'all are coming. Just let me
Yeah,
know when you guys are coming.
Yeah. When
Okay.
you have the
Yeah,
dates and stuff.
yeah.
yeah, but
If it's around the
I
same
love the
time,
work y'all are.
we might have you guys be a part of it. I think that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
That would be really cool.
I most
Yeah.
definitely love the work y'all are doing, man. Like ever since called, I've just been watching y'all. I know I sound like a stalker, but I've been watching. I know I sound like that, but I've been just watching y'all stuff left, right, and center,
Well, we
especially the new stuff.
appreciate
There's
it.
not anything new that y'all post that I don't miss.
Come on
Just,
now.
just
That's what I'm talking about.
there's
Yeah, that's real
But we
support.
got some more. We got some more heat getting ready to drop soon. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that too.
most definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely. I personally, I cannot get over the fact of how we work together at Call. Like you can ask my sister, I just be talking about it nonstop.
He does.
Non.
It was a special moment. It was a
It
special moment
it
for
was
me.
it was
Right.
especially for many people in that area. It was
Yeah,
very special.
And you guys
definitely.
kind of helped us in our time of need because we needed a lead singer, and y'all came in. So we thank you guys for that.
Oh,
Praise God. We're honored. We really are.
okay.
So
And it was an
hopefully we get
honor
to do it
to
again
meet them
soon.
actually in person and not just video too.
Yeah.
Because I
Well,
remember
AJ,
I literally told myself like I want to meet them one day. Like when I was seeing them, I was like, I don't know who they are, but there's something about them.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know who these two are, but I'm like, there's just something about them in their
That
sound.
is
And like,
sweet.
There's something about them and their sound. And then the moment we got the Brother Diego's car, I thought I was dreaming. So I'm like, God, are you answering my prayers right now? Like, there's no way.
That is too funny.
AJ, we got time for one more question. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you want to ask or let me
Yeah,
know?
we can ask. So like, what piece of advice would you give to me and Amber to help us grow to the next level?
yeah,
Mm. I'll let you leave. Oh,
The biggest thing I would say is stay humble.
Amen.
I think that a lot of people rely on their talents and their giftings more than they do their walk and relationship with God when it comes to ministry. You gotta have a relationship with Him.
yeah.
You cannot think that your gifting is gonna see what one thing that people do is they rely on their gifting to put them in rooms, but it's gonna be your humility and your walk with God that's gonna keep you there. Remember me saying that. Your giftings and abilities will open the door for you to be in rooms, but it's going to be your humility and your relationship with God that'll keep you there. You don't want to be like a shooting star.
Mm-hmm.
You get an opportunity and then you burn out. You want to have longevity. You want people to see you not just as someone that is talented, but eventually see you as someone that they can look to as an example. Anytime I get up to minister, anytime someone gets up to minister, our heartbeat is we want to be an example for the next
Yeah.
generation. So it's not just what you do when you're there on the platform, but what does your life look like outside of the Friday night conference? What does your life look like outside of being on the big platform on Sunday morning? Are you living this walk? Or is it just something that you put on and take off? So I would say humility and having a true relationship with the Lord is what's going to help you guys get to that next level.
Yeah, and I second that as well. And then the one thing I would add is to never stop working at your craft, never
Oh,
stop
man.
perfecting your craft. As a singer, you can go further than where you are. Don't ever feel like you've reached the ceiling and this is as good as I'm going to get. No, always um, seek training, watch videos to help you with agility and breath work, just all the things. Never stop perfecting your craft, you know. Same thing with being a musician. Don't stop. Don't just stop at the keyboard or the organ, you know, take on the drums, take on the guitar, do
Mhm.
something else to just grow yourself, because obviously God has blessed you with the ability and an ear for music, right? So that just doesn't mean you stop with the one gift he gave you. That reminds me of the story of the man with the talents, right? He came, he gave one, he gave five, another he gave what, three, two, and then the next one he gave one. You don't ever want to be the person who took the one, buried it in the ground, and never grew it into something else, right? You want to be the one that took the five and multiplied it. You want to be the one that took the two and multiplied it, right? Because God is not going to bless you with more if you don't work with what you have and you don't multiply what you have. So
Exactly.
always remember that there's room to grow.
Yeah.
We have sought out vocal coaches. We have watched videos. Here, baby. We have watched videos. We have done, you know, the warm-ups before you sing, all because we want to ensure that we are growing our voices, we are perfecting our craft, and we are being the best person and best musician, best artist that we can be.
Yeah, and I know Simone said perfecting, but she doesn't mean it in the sense of being
Yeah. No,
perfect.
yeah.
She just means walking in the spirit of excellence. Whatever you do, it should be with the spirit of excellence. God will do the rest, and He'll take it where it needs to go. But I think Simone said a lot in regards to singers, but what does that look like for a musician like yourself, AJ? Well, there's a lot of musicians that know how to play by ear, that know how to play, 4, 1, 2, that.
Yeah.
But learning how to read sheet music, you want to be able to play on certain platforms. You're not gonna have music all the time, months in advance. You're not gonna always have someone there that has a talkback that can call things out. Sometimes you got to learn how to read music. So, what does that look like for someone like you? Learning how to read music, learning how to read and learn different kind of styles of music.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna help you to be versed
Yes.
in production and all the things that you're trying to do. So, you guys, just don't ever feel like you've arrived. As long as you have that mentality, you guys are going to go far.
Yeah.
Most
Very
Hope
fun.
that
definitely.
was helpful.
Most definitely. I want to thank y'all so much for joining. It was an honor to have you both.
Yes. It's an honor
Most,
to be here.
most definitely. And hopefully we cross paths again.
We
Most
will. We
definitely.
will.
Absolutely.
Man, we love you guys.
Another episode of Jay's Music Talk, signing out with the brother Jeremy and sister Dooley. Thank y'all so much. We'll talk.
Bye.
God bless y'all.
See you.
Bye now.